children with ADHD do have an increased risk for substance abuse, and people who have substance abuse histories more often have histories of ADHD. So the two tend to, they overlap, but not perfectly. So the important thing here is that not all children with ADHD will become an addict, and vice versa. So we do have some data that show that parents who are more aware of what their kids are doing, so we call that successful parental monitoring. Do you know where your child is after school? Do you know who his friends are? Do you know how she spends her money? Do you know what she does with her free time? So when parents know that more, then their kids have a lower risk. And that's been in the drug abuse literature for a long time. But we hadn't examined it with regard to ADHD. And now we have started to do that, and we are finding, happily, that the situation also applies to children with ADHD, and in fact, in some cases, even more so than to the typical child. Because children with ADHD can be impulsive, can make unfortunate decisions, despite knowledge about what the right decision is. And that's an important distinction. Knowledge isn't necessarily the same as making the right decision. So with kids with ADHD, we have a break in that system. They may know that it's bad to smoke pot. They may know that they shouldn't skip school. But then stopping themselves from making that decision in a risky moment is a different issue. So the more that parents can stay involved, shepherd their kids into activities that are healthy, that are pro-social. This isn't easy. I'm not throwing this out there like it's an easy thing to do. It also means maintaining relationships with your kids. It means engaging in activities that you all enjoy doing together occasionally. It means having a dinner time together periodically where you enjoy one another's company and you don't grill one another about things that aren't fun to talk about. You talk about fun things. You pick out movies that are good to see together. You do what you can do to maintain that relationship. We call that making deposits in the emotional bank account. So those deposits in the emotional bank account are really helpful when you need to make a withdrawal. Meaning, no, you cannot go out Friday night, I'm sorry, because you got an F on your math quiz. So you've lost that privilege. But if you study well on Saturday, then sure, you can go out. So parents and their teenagers need to think carefully about maintaining the relationship, but staying involved, being clear about those rules, realizing they need to be adjusted as the children age, but not just throwing up your hands and letting go. It's very hard. You have to stick with it and not just let go, because it will get worse if you let go.